What is going on, guys? My name is Tefty. Welcome to Dank Talk number 16, where we're going to talk about some video game stuff. We got BlueWestlo and we got VersusTheStream.
Hi, lol, lol, lol.
So, guys, with Destiny, there's another weekly challenge.
I wonder what the challenge is. What vault are we rating today?
The Vault of Glass, the Vault of Dead Ass is what we rated.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it's been awesome. First impressions, go. Vault of Glass.
Super fun.
Dope.
It's just fun. Like we're back to that fun factor we had when it first came out.
Agreed. We're back. It's feeling fun. Loot. I'm assuming all you guys got all the adept weapons, right?
Yeah, I got all the
Yeah, I got all the adepts.
I'm honestly, I feel like, can we confirm or not that? I mean, obviously the adepts are basically guaranteed. Like you guarantee one adept from challenge mode, right?
Yeah.
It feels like the loot. I mean, I really
Year
can't
one
complain.
Loot drops.
It feels like year one loot drops for armor and weapons, to be honest.
Definitely.
Legendaries, period.
Yep.
Legendaries are
for any
rare. Like they're really rare.
Yeah, for any legendary, it feels like the loot drops are the same as what we had before.
Yeah.
Which isn't the worst, I guess. It's just it's weird. It's really weird considering how much loot we get from King's Fall and Wrath of the Machine.
Yeah, I think we got like they either didn't change the loot or like I guess we just got too babied by the last two raids.
Well, somebody said also that it's possible
I wouldn't be surprised they keep it.
It's possible that the challenge mode takes up a loot spot when you do it, and that because somebody was talking about in my chat that they went to Crota's End and had a different experience with the loot drops there without having the challenge mode in place.
Me too.
Oh, you did?
With no challenge mode, I ran through with my Titan. I got the helmet, the gloves, the chest piece, and the mark. And the only thing I didn't get was the legs and one arm.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. So maybe that's
not sure if it was lucky or if that theory is possibly true, but it sounds possible.
I hope it's not. I hope it's not true, because if that's the case, then challenge mode is kind of like run it on all three characters, and you really don't need to run it anymore.
For challenge? Well, unless you want the ornaments.
Yeah.
But I mean, even then, I'm stacked on ornaments right now.
Even if you did all characters? Or are you just doing your Warlock?
No, I did it on all my characters.
No, I mean, are you going to actually ornament all your characters, or are you going to just do your Warlock?
Oh, I have no interest on ornamenting. I only have interest in ornamenting my Warlock. So, I'm very stacked on ornaments. But I mean, obviously, if you want to ornament all your characters,
yeah,
even then, it's probably only going to take you like another week of raiding, to be honest.
To be able to get all of it, yeah. I mean, it's really generous. And next week, we got King's Fall, which is going to give 3 challenge modes. So 3 ornaments, and obviously, you're going to easily be able to get all the adept weapons there.
Yeah.
Which
honestly, I don't care at all for the adept weapons of King's Fall.
Really? Smite Marine?
Smite Marine.
I want the scout. That's all I want.
Yeah, Doom and Kelkus.
The scout's cool, but
Dude, the scout's going to be void.
I don't know. I've just never been. I think the only primary that I am excited for from any of the upcoming raids for King's Fall and Wrath of the Machine is probably the only one is Chaos Dogma, and the rest of them I just honestly don't really care for as far as primaries go.
No, that's fair.
Isn't the Pulse Rifle
Spider Marine is really good, but and then I guess Genesis Chain for Wrath of the Machine is also really, really good.
Dude, Genesis Chain is top tier, man. It's fantastico. I think it's going to be Solar Burn too.
Yeah, so for all of them, it's really only 3 weapons that I really care about. So and even then, they're really not even my favorites. The only one I'm actually interested in getting is Chaos Dogma.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Well, let's go back to the VOG weapons. And actually, let's first talk about the experience. You guys go with that, and then we'll come back to the weapons.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
So they made some changes, and I think it's great changes. You guys remember?
Fantastic.
You guys remember like 7 or 8 or 9 rounds of oracles, and being like, yes. How many rounds do we have to do?
So much better right now.
So much better.
I do prefer the fact that it's only 3 rounds. Obviously, it's more oracles, but it's only 3 rounds. Oh, is it 4 rounds?
Yeah, it goes 9, 7, 7, 9.
I don't remember that at all because I assume it's only 3 rounds.
Yeah, it's 4 rounds now, and before it was
oracles
like 8.
Oracles is so easy. Like I don't even think about oracles at this point.
Yeah, it's great, right? They changed it. It's actually fun. If you do screw up and have to wipe, it's not like you're going through, oh god, we got to go through 1 through 6 again. before we can finally do the last two or whatever.
Yeah, Oracles was super lame before. It wasn't even a challenge. It wasn't hard. It was just tedious.
Yeah.
We're also not
And it took
one-shotting everything,
forever. Yeah.
which is fun. Like Vault of Glass was fun before this update, but it's not always fun when it comes to PvE to constantly one-shot everything. So it's nice to actually have to shoot an enemy more than once to kill it.
I think that change. I think us not being over leveled is very, very apparent on Templar, because beforehand, whenever we used to do Vault of Glass, it was like, oh yeah, just burn down Templar, dude, like easily, just burn him down. Just stop 1 or 2 teleports. Unless everyone is packing a G-Horn with like the Viking Funeral Night Stalker setup,
weapons of light.
Then you don't just kill Templar in like 2 teleports.
Oh, definitely not.
Or in two teleport blocks.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, I mean,
and it's just that we're not overpowered, so it's like really cool to actually have to. And it was the coolest thing seeing how quickly people like made their own strats for Templar at the beginning. Because I mean, at this point, it's pretty much mastered.
Yeah.
There's a strat for doing the speed run, and there's a strat for carrying.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, the Horseshoe Relic Runner is definitely the premium. In fact, Blue, you actually sent me that info when I was streaming, and I glanced at the text and I didn't realize what they were talking about. I was like, it's just blocking teleports with the Relic Runner. But until afterwards I looked at the diagrams and I was like, oh, this is what you were talking about. Yeah. And that is definitely the best strat for helping people.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna nag you when you were streaming. I was gonna be like, Tefty, no, Tefty, here's what you, because I figured you're gonna read it after anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Horseshoe strat is GG easy.
Yeah, as long as you have a Relic Runner that can do it. If you don't,
I was actually watching Gigs from when Versus told me that Gigs was doing speedruns, and I was like, and I was like, oh, he's not doing the Horseshoe strat. Horseshoe strat's super easy. And when I see Gigs' strat, it's like, well, if you have a team of 6, this strat is actually way quicker. Like if you have a team that knows what they're doing.
That's to make it clear. You have to it's like top tier PvE players can do what he was doing.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's still cool seeing strat variety, I think, and I mean, honestly, Vault of Glass, it was the coolest thing seeing people that are familiar with VoG. We got to be creative with how we approached it, because every time I watched streamers play VoG or Atheon, they had a different way of doing it over the week, and it was really, really. I mean, it was dope. Everyone's working together. Like, yo, like, what's the better strat for this? Like, yo, I'm not happy with this strat. Like, what'd you do? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So it was cool seeing that. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah,
it's cool seeing streamers struggle again. Like,
yes.
Like I like the first day on Tuesday, I stopped by a couple of streams before I started mine, and like I see people stuck on the Templar and stuck on Oracles. And I'm like, this is actually good. Like, it feels good to actually have that challenge back, you know?
Yeah, to feel legitimately challenged.
It's like the most satisfying challenge too. I think VoG has the most satisfying challenges overall.
Yeah.
Out of all the raids, because Templar is cool. And Atheon, I really like Atheon because I feel like Atheon, I don't think Atheon's the hardest challenge. Honestly, I don't think any of the VoG challenges are the hardest challenges. But I do like the amount of teamwork and communication that they take. And I would take I would take teaching people teamwork and communication over like just being a tedious bot. Oryx any day.
I completely agree. Yeah. It's the Atheon challenge, it's definitely not the toughest, because if you have a coordinated team, then it's pretty simple and you can one phase them relatively easily. But if you have new people who are unfamiliar with the experience, then it's very disjarring, because you can't tell who's going to get teleported. You have to make sure you run into the time gate and kill something, and it's like, where do these things spawn? It's a very confusing challenge for somebody who's maybe
takes a lot of patience.
Yeah, a lot of patience.
Like our positions where we like to help people, definitely takes a lot of patience for new players who haven't done it or aren't familiar with stuff like this, because people aren't really put into similar situations during their story playthroughs. You never put in like a hectic situation where you have to like be on your feet
or coordinate with 6 other people like that.
Yeah, coordinate and have to do things in a certain way. So it's really fun. It's worth it. Like I tell people, if we have to mess up 30 times, I'd rather have you learn it than you get lucky or something. So it's definitely rewarding to see people like nailing it. Like everyone's like, okay, I got it. This one's done. I'm going in. Like it's really rewarding.
Yeah, I found the best strat for me for helping people was also having 2 other people that were good with the relic in my fire team, so we could help 3 people total that maybe were maybe have never stepped foot in the Vogue or something like that. And that way, the chance of somebody getting teleported who knew how to work the relic during those times and kill the enemies down there were a lot higher. And then it was just a matter of getting in the rhythm. Like the first thing I noticed with most teams is that the speed is very slow of going in, going out, and making sure they kill their relic. I mean, their Oracle.
Very hesitant.
Yeah, there's a lot of hesitation going on. But once that was gotten, then the next biggest step was making sure supplicants were dead. Because you can't be like, hey, kill supplicants, go kill your Oracle, and by the time that's all done, make sure you get in the middle and do damage on them. All right, done. That'll confuse the hell out of people. So
I think the easiest for me when it came to that, because I think a lot of people just are confused about the Oracle locations.
Yes.
Because they don't realize that the Oracles, depending on the side, are the same every time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the biggest thing, because if you're experienced at running the raid, you know where the Oracles are going to spawn. You know like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know exactly where they're going to spawn every single time. And as you go on, because whenever I do my raid carries, that's the first thing I say. I say, okay, well, you know, we might not get it the first time. If we do, dope. But when you're running through it, try to remember where in the order the Oracle spawns, so we can tell each other like what number each Oracle is. So by the end of the raid, people are, oh, that's 4. Oh, that's 5. That's 6. So I don't know. It's just really cool teaching people communication, because that's really what Atheon is. It's all communication, knowing where things are going to be, and executing based on how we communicate. Yeah,
I agree. I think it's probably on the same level as the Axis Challenge in terms of communication coordination.
Yes, and Axis Challenge is really, really fun too. So
yeah, it's good.
It's fun, man. It's fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. Again, like I said, like the things that people run into, that having difficulty with that is first learning Oracles, then getting the speed, and then the RNG, the supplicants. I don't know if this happened to you, but some teams would just have awful RNG with supplicants. They'd come into like Mars or Venus, blow people up there, or they would just suddenly teleport in front of people when they couldn't see, which sometimes is just a network issue. You know,
what I've started doing is running Voidwalker with the triple Nova Bomb, because I found that during supplicant phase, if during about 15 seconds in, so I can have about 10 seconds of decent DPS, and then I could wipe all the supplicants really, really quickly, and I can have my super after we teleport from Atheon. So if we don't one cycle him, when you have that big batch of people coming out from like the last 3 Oracles, just in case, you could pop a Nova Bomb and hit every side of the entrance, and it'll kill supplicants that would otherwise kill them.
That's good. I like that.
And the shattered Nova Bomb is just one of them insta melts a supplicant. So
of course. Yeah. What I was doing also is using tether. So I would tether, like,
tether's really, really good.
Yeah, if I was going, say, second or third, I'd try to tether the supplicants that were showing up, kill those. And then also when we were leaving from the first damage phase, I would try to tether both sides if I had enough time, if I wasn't the relic holder.
Yeah.
Because they won't explode if they're tethered. Like, you have time to kill them.
Yeah.
But
I mean, everyone's got their own different strat for Vogue, and I think that's the coolest part of Vogue and Crota, is everyone can run these different strats. And to be honest, that's kind of something that we don't necessarily get from Kingsfall, to be honest. I think Kingsfall's the strictest raid out of all of them.
Agreed.
As far as like what to do.
Yeah, it's very like linear. It'd be like, this is how you have to do this. Otherwise, you don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so overall, Vogue is feeling...
It's so dope.
It is. It's so good to be back in Vogue and just... also, it was interesting, there's on Gatekeepers, we kind of skip past Gatekeepers, but there's a third relic now.
Yeah, that's an interesting change. It does make it easier. I don't think we needed it, to be honest, but I mean, it's a fun addition. And
I think that's what they've been doing, though. That's like with the thing they changed with Crota and Vogue. They've added something to make it, in my opinion, like easier, like in a fun way. Not easier as in like we're babying you, but easier to make it more enjoyable. So like how Crota added the swords at the end of the bridge and all that stuff, and this one added a third relic for the people who have to stay in mid and defend. The what's it called, the spire or
conflicts.
The conflicts. So
I think they made annoying parts easier because. Well, with the Crota part, it was like once you get everyone across, like that's pretty much it. Like you just spend 5 minutes shooting shit. Whereas now with the sword, it's like, it was so boring. Like it was okay, guys. Like just don't die.
Yeah.
And in a raid, I don't want to have a situation where it's like, okay, dudes, we did it. Just like don't die.
Yeah, agreed.
So when they put those swords in, it's like super dope. Like, oh, we're the Power Rangers. Let's do it.
Power
we're going
Rangers.
in. And then in Atheon, it's kind of the same with Gatekeepers. Is where once we get the 2 relics, it's like, okay, guys, now let's just chill.
Yeah.
And do nothing. And Gatekeeper itself was kind of a at one point in year 1, didn't people consider Gatekeeper to be the hardest part of Vault of Glass? I feel like at one point, because especially for like raiders who were under leveled, the Gatekeepers was the most annoying part of the raid.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess if you had the DPS, if you had people who were 29 and 30 able to take care of damage for Atheon, then yeah, at some point Gatekeeper was kind of like an RNG type of situation.
Yeah. Can we talk about Crota too? Because Crota is really fun now.
Didn't we talk about that last time?
Yeah.
Oh, we did. I'm so excited because I ran Crota like 3 times again this week, and it was really fun.
No, that's great. Yeah,
it's actually really fun. Like without the challenge mode,
yeah,
it makes helping others really easy. So with the challenge mode, you gotta do this extra stuff, which is cool. But now that the challenge mode is gone for Crota this week, you can just fly through it, and it's still just as fun. Like it's fantastic.
Yeah. It kind of highlights the reason why we call this strike, though, without the challenge modes.
Yeah.
Which is okay, though, because it's still fun.
It's better than Kingsfall.
I think, yeah. I mean, after all these changes to Vault of Glass, I mean, Crota is just incredibly fun.
It is fun,
and I think challenge mode Vault of Glass is the most fun raid in the game. I mean, next to Wrath of the Machine, because I think Wrath of the Machine is also a really fun challenge mode raid as well.
I think so too. It's a solid game.
And I mean, Vosik is kind of like, I don't understand Vosik, like, but whatever. Like, I'm down with it because Vosik's Vosik is like the most useless challenge mode I've ever played. It's like, oh yeah, slam the doorways with the bombs. It's like, okay, cool, I guess.
Yeah, you're pretty much just saying here you're not gonna have as much DPS for this turn, pretty much. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Slightly less DPS.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you go on Tefty, because after this, I'm gonna go on a rant about how I'm not excited for King's Vault.
Oh yeah, I feel you. Yep. Yeah. I think overall, so, something we didn't talk about though with Vault was the weapons and how fantastic the experience is with getting these. Well, it's 2-sided. First off, let's talk about the great Vision of Confluence.
Oh,
Vision of Cornflakes.
Vision of Cornflakes is so good.
It's so crispy.
Stable.
I love the design.
Yeah.
It looks so good yellow.
Well, both. Okay, I got the legendary version on PS4, so I got both. Like,
What? I hate you.
I did. I know. I didn't get it on Xbox, which I wanted, but so the Vision of Confluence it just shows how good these weapons were back then, and you can't get that weapon today in any.
These are the standards now. Like, these are back to being standard weapons, especially with, I mean, obviously Fatebringer's Fatebringer. You can get an identical thing with Imago Loop, but with Fatebringer, like, I mean, obviously you get the exotic and you get it from a raid. So this is going to be the raid where you basically get the Fatebringer, like the.
I'm going to talk about the Fatebringer
hand
also.
cannon for PvE. And I mean, yeah, Vision of Confluence is just so good. I mean, just for what it does in that raid.
It's a workhorse.
And it's a workhorse. I mean, there's so many, and that's what I feel like that's what I felt like I didn't get in other raids is I want raid gear, I want gear that I use for raids. I want gear that I use for other activities. And Vault of Glass is the one raid that they got it like 100% right. And that, okay, well, maybe Vision of Confluence isn't like the best gun to be using all the time. But when you get into the raid, it's like, yeah, like, of course, you're going to slap on the Vision of Confluence because it's the best gun for the raid.
It's fantastic. It's got range. It's got, it's full auto. It's stable. It's amazing.
It melts oracles, makes oracles easy mode.
Yep. It melts oracles. Exactly. Now let's talk about Fatebringer because
I love Fatebringer so much.
Do you?
The exotic Fatebringer is really useless, though, honestly.
I mean, here's my thoughts on Fatebringer. It is a sad shell of what it once was.
Oh, well, yeah, with the hand cannon nerf?
A huge part of the hand cannon nerf. Like that.
I mean,
I was so sad because it was the gun I was looking forward to the most.
Me
other
too.
than Vision of Cornflakes. And I don't use it. I got the legendary one and the exotic one, and I don't use it. I rather use the Praetor's Timepiece. Like
Timepiece or Vision of Confluence. I mean,
I'm saying, but I don't have a legendary Vision of Cornflakes, so I just use the legendary.
when you look at the Volta-Glass raid weapons, I think it shows how far hand cannons have fallen. I still really like the Fatebringer. Like, it's still a good gun for most parts of the raid, but if you're like a little too far away from something that's like, okay, this gun's totally fucking shit. Like, I'm never using this gun.
I mean, it can't one-shot the hobgoblins.
Which is why I spent this weekend, because I love how the Fatebringer feels. Like, when it works so nicely. Which is why I actually spent this weekend going for a range Imago loop.
Mm-hmm.
When I finally get the range Imago loop, it's not God roll. I mean, it's not Outlaw Firefly and all that, but it has the what's it called? It has Hammer Forged on it, and then I think you can get rangefinder on a Imago loop.
I think you can.
I'm not 100% sure.
I think. But anyways, I could be wrong.
Anyways, Hammer Forged Imago loop feels so much nicer than Fatebringer.
Yep. Man,
because I can actually shoot stuff from range without like totally like tickling them.
It's ridiculous how far that like it highlights what needs to happen with Destiny 2 is that they need to completely remove the changes from PvP and PvE. Like, they do not need to be connected whatsoever, because these guns, like Fatebringer was legendary back then in the sense of you need this gun because it performed so well. And now it just is nowhere near what it once was. Like, it's fun when it's fun when you pop that Firefly and Outlaw, but man, it is rough.
It's really sad, because the kings of PvE for quite a long time were hand cannons. In year one, hand cannons were low-key meta. Like, Dado was using it in the raid and was like, oh, I can't believe he's using the fucking hand cannon. But it's like, no, like, people found the Fatebringer in year one and they're like, holy shit, like, this is the best gun in the game for PvE.
Yeah.
Like, that's the reality. Like, a Firefly hand cannon is the best gun in the game. And later down the line, we eventually got, other Firefly hand cannons, and people still use them. And Firefly Scouts are the most popular for PvE. But the reason Scouts have been kings of PvE for so long is because the reality is Scouts have only ever gotten buffed in PvP. And only by like the slightest margin. PvE Scouts are exactly the same at launch as they are now.
Exactly. And that's why Vision of Confluence feels amazing.
That's exactly why Scouts are so useful.
Yep.
And it really does showcase how bad the balance between PvE and PvP is.
Yeah.
I think Sano to Rage got really, really mad about it I want to say a year ago in the April update, when they nerfed snipers, and they nerfed they nerfed sniper damage to where you couldn't one-shot people out of supers anymore.
And affected the knights.
I have no idea why they made that change. It's still a very confusing change to me, because it takes a lot of skill to shoot people out of a sniper, or a super. Like, I understand why you take that out. But they did it, and that had a gigantic effect, because you can't one-shot knights in Kingsfall anymore. So that actually is having an extremely detrimental effect. And PvE is that one of the other gigantic things is the ammo economy.
Yes.
Because in Vault of Glass, you go through a ton of ads. And in Wrath of the Machine as well, any raid you go through a lot of ads, you feel how badly they messed up the ammo economy in PvP. Because they said they fixed it, but dude, there are no bricks for anything in Vault of Glass.
Yeah, one of the good things about getting Vision Confluence or using, say, Praetor's Timepiece is that it has Field Scout. And when you have Field Scout, it nullifies that problem most of the time for losing primary. But anything else, like if I'm using Genesis Chain, a few minutes in, I'm like, oh, I need to find ammo for my Genesis Chain. I'm about to run out.
Exactly.
It's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
I mean, I don't want to get preachy, but like, I mean, at this point, PvE is still your most popular thing, and they cut down. It feels at many times, it feels like the number one thing people play Destiny for is like a number two job for them when it comes to post updates. I mean, when it comes to big PvE, like the expansion packs, where obviously they make the most money from PvE and where the most players play PvE. The rest of the year, when we have like the live teams and the Crucible balancing, it's like, yeah, they're just free reign to totally not care about
to destroy the PvE environment.
I mean, it just feels. I hope they don't do that in Destiny 2, because I don't know, it just sucks, man. It just sucks being the PvE players that they're still the majority. They're still the significant majority, but they get clipped by basically a different team saying, "Oh, what's PvE?"
Yeah, I mean, That's why the Fatebringer is nowhere near what it was. It's sad, really, because, man, that gun was phenomenal. It was really fun to use. Going to strike, getting ranged kills with it. Like, it was wonderful. And now, nowhere near.
Rest and rip.
Yeah, seriously, rest and rip for real. I was like, I put it on the beginning of going in the vault several times because I want to like remember it. And then by the time we get to the confluxes, I'm like, okay, I have to switch out of this. It's not going to work. Sadness.
It's even during Atheon fight, like I don't even bother using Fatebringer because a lot of the time, I mean, at close range it'll melt the supplicants, but sometimes you're across the way from supplicants and it's like, well, this thing's like just not reliable. Like it's just there's nothing reliable about this gun. And it sucks ass, man. It sucks ass.
Yeah. It's too bad. So big thing is hopefully Destiny 2 splits those things apart. Then we don't have a thing like that again because my goodness. Right? Yeah. So yeah, next week, let's see. Next week we got King's Fall. There's going to be 3 challenge modes that come up with there, and we get all those adepts that I'm actually personally interested in, except for, I mean, auto rifle, no thanks, and hand cannon is trash. So
do you think that people, I know I'm not gonna speak for myself yet, but do you think people will like not play King's Fall after that, like challenge week, then never play King's Fall until it comes back to challenge?
I don't know. I mean, the ornaments are really cool, and you do have to get the armor in there again. That's at least somebody told me. Yeah.
The King's Fall armor is really cool. The ornaments on it are super dope, and that's why I'll be running it on. Which class had I think Titans had the coolest King's Fall armor. To be honest,
Hunters. I think the only cool thing about Titan is the helmet is from the boss.
Yeah, I'm excited for the armor. It's just. I mean, I think this will be a good week to test just how much, I guess the difference between the loot pool. Because in VOG and Crota, I really do feel like I get like no legendary drops, honestly.
Maybe they changed something. Maybe they changed something for a challenge one specifically that we don't know of.
Yeah, the thing I'm worried about most with King's Fall is Wrath of the Machine was built for fun, and that's a fun raid. And you can clearly tell that they did the same. I mean, Vault of Glass, their design of it didn't change. They just made a couple sections. Really, it's just like 2 sections more fun. But the entire premise of Vault of Glass is still fun, and learning and how you learn the raid and how you run through it is a lot of fun. And Crota wasn't fun before, but they made these minor changes, and now Crota's insanely fun.
Yeah, it is.
And my issue with King's Fall was always that it tried to replicate the mechanics of Vault of Glass, but they kind of forgot about the fact that the raid is supposed to be fun. And specifically with Oryx is where I have this biggest problem, because I feel like Oryx is like the worst raid encounter of all the raids, to be honest. I'm sure Tefty agrees, because I've watched some Tefty streams where he gets pissed at Oryx, the encounter.
What is the problem with Oryx? Underline it for us.
Well, I mean, okay, so you never actually damage Oryx. And the reality is you have these bombs that so you kill ads, kill some more ads. All right, kill the specific ad. Dope, kill some ads. All right, everybody, let's all go to the middle and kill some more ads. Okay, we're going to jump into this explodey bomb jizz thing. Dope, everyone shoot Oryx's chest. All right, let's do it again 4 more times.
Yeah, it's kind of a tedious, like, hurdles to jump, essentially. Yeah, and if any network connection problem happens, you're screwed.
The tiniest thing. It's so tedious. Everyone has to be perfect, and you never shoot a boss. You never shoot the boss. You only shoot the boss at the very end, and you do like a microsm of damage. To him. At the grand scheme of things, you do no damage to him.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, damaging a boss with these bombs is really kind of lame, honestly.
Yeah, you get these dope weapons. And with Crota, it's like, all right, you slam his ass with his own sword. Oh shit, dope. With Atheon, shoot that motherfucker. Oh yeah, let's do it. Wrath of the Machine, kill his ass. And with Oryx, it's like, okay, guys, let's detonate bombs. Okay, nice damage you. All right, let's go kill ads for the next 5 minutes.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, that sums it up right there. Do you think people would just skip Oryx since you can get you can get challenges from War Priest and Golgroth?
That's a good question.
I think after the first week, it'd be more likely.
Yeah.
People unless they want the specific pieces of gear, right? Like the armor.
True. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to use any of the legendary stuff aside from Defiance of Yasmin. That's a decent sniper rifle, but like,
Yeah,
there's better
Defiance is really
pulses,
good.
there's better scouts, you know?
I think the only two weapons I think I'm really interested in are the Defiance of Yasmin and the Smite Marine. And I am interested in this scout because I love scouts, but the Doom of Chelchis isn't really a top tier sniper in any or a top tier scout in PvE or PvE.
Yeah.
PvP, PvE or PvP.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of tortillas this morning, man.
So many tortillas. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm
worried because it's just we have these dope raids now that are coming back, and Wrath of the Machine is already a very fun raid, and it's not to knock like War Priest or Golgoroth because those are very fun encounters.
Mm-hmm.
But Orcs is like just such a lame boss for a raid.
It's tedious. It's a tedious boss. It makes it, like I said, it makes you jump through a bunch of hurdles that after a while, it's like once you get it, like, okay, cool, we can jump through hurdles. And then it's like, do we keep jumping through hurdles? What's the point? Jump through hurdles? It's not as fun, you know? Sure, you get some loot drops at the end, but it feels epic the first time you do it. And then afterwards, it's not a fun thing to do again over and over. That's the problem with it.
It's just not a fun raid.
Yeah.
Well, no, not a fun raid. It's just that final boss encounter is not fun.
Yeah, that boss encounter isn't the funnest. Like Atheon, it's fun. Crota's fun, and also Axis is fun as well. And
Axis is really fun for me.
Yeah, so I get that 100%. Let's see. So that's what they're gonna bring next week. I'm looking forward to the adept weapons, but I'm gonna reserve judgment of how I feel about Oryx himself until I actually get back in there, because I personally haven't jumped into King's Fall in I think 7 or 8 months. I think the last time was like August of last year.
That is the same for me. I want to say it's when we carried Old Vulpine, and that was back in...
That was a long time ago. Oh my god.
I want to say that's back in like November.
Oh man. I honestly think it was earlier than that. Honestly.
Dude, you were in there in November?
It was right before Rise of Iron, actually, yeah.
Right before Rise of Iron?
It was September. Yeah, it was right before Rise of Iron.
So it was
either August or September.
I want to say August, yeah.
Yeah, I just dropped it completely. And then honestly, I ended up playing Wrath of the Machine a ton and then kind of like need to step back from raiding because I realized I maybe had overrated myself. But now with all these updates, like raiding's back for me. I love it. But also
rejuvenated.
Yeah, but also Crota's End and Vault of Glass are really fun.
They're so fun.
Really fun.
Wrath of the Machine is so fun too. Like those are 3 extremely well designed fun raids, and then the first 2 parts of Orcs. I mean, Bungie's always done a really good job designing raids. I mean, I really like the raids they have specifically for their game. They fixed Crota to be a lot of fun. So, and is it confirmed they really haven't done anything to change King's Fall?
Yeah, I mean, you can go in there right now to find out because all the changes that have happened, you could see the changes to Vault before it went live. Yeah, for the weekly. So.
I'll keep myself surprised because I have no doubt I'm gonna be running King's Fall several times this week.
Yeah. So right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I helped. I think it was 8 teams yesterday on Xbox. So I've definitely been doing quite a bit of raid help, and it's been fun. It's been fun for me.
I've done 7 or 8. I've done about 8. I've done about 8 teams over my past 2 streams.
Nice.
And man, VOG is just a raid where I could do raid carries all day, and I would have fun every single time I play it.
Yeah, it's fun to be in there. It's fun to shoot the Vex.
It's fun to teach people Vault of Glass because it is, and for me personally, the first time I did Vault of Glass and I had someone kind of show me the ropes, like it's an extremely fun raid to learn too.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, it's the raid that got a lot of people into raiding in Destiny, and it shows because it feels
it's
magic.
The raid.
It's the raid, man. The raid. Well, that's what's happened in Destiny. Anything else you guys want to talk about in Destiny?
Nope. Looks like we're good for Destiny.
Yeah.
Mario Kart coming up. Tefty, you're gonna go down, kid.
Mario Kart. Wait, hold up. I did forget something. I forgot something. Did you guys get the Vex Mythoclast?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Got it. I didn't get it yet.
I didn't get it.
I didn't get one.
Kitty gun.
I hear it's trash.
It's so bad. I wanted to enjoy it. Okay. I wouldn't even use this thing in PvE because this thing runs out of ammo so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of the new ammo economy.
Yep.
I have Send It on because this gun sucks without Send It, to be honest. And the worst part about Send It is it decreases your overall ammo capacity. And extended mag is okay, but I would not be using extended mag because even without Send It, this gun still runs out of ammo like nothing.
Yeah.
And with how much recoil this gun has, like you have to use. And with, I mean, how the range on this gun is ass too, might I add. So it's just a bad gun.
It's bad.
I know it has Zen moment, which helps a little bit, but it's still a bad gun. It's a really bad gun. I don't see why anyone would use it in PvP. And I'm sure all the PvP players know that it's a bad gun in PvP before it even came back.
Mm-hmm.
Because the year 1 version that people keep going back to give it test runs, they're like, yeah, this gun's really bad.
Yeah, it's the same gun.
I wouldn't even use it in PvE, man. I wouldn't even use it when like solar burns up. I actually recorded a lot of footage with Vex Mythoclast to look at some stats and stuff. And over the heroic burns, or the heroic burn strikes with solar, I was like, dude, like I might as well just be using Vision to Confluence.
Dude, Vision's so good.
Vision's so good.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's Vex Mythoclast is really underwhelming. The skin for it looks really cool.
Oh my god, that skin's beautiful.
It looks super slick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think you could get away with using this gun in like the
patrols.
In patrols, yeah. You could. I mean, truth is, as negative as I'm being about it, you could get away with using this gun, but you could only get away with using this gun when it is a solar burn strike week.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite honestly, otherwise there is no reason to be using this thing.
Yep. Yeah, it's really sad, unfortunately. But anyways, I wanted to bring that up before we moved on. So, Mario Kart, right?
Mario
Kart, aka the Friendship Destroyer.
Yeah,
that's right.
Wait, is it out already?
No, it comes out this
final Friday of April.
Yes.
Oh wow, maybe we should.
And then we should do a stream. We should.
You guys want to stream some Mario Kart when it comes out?
Yeah, and get all our advertisements be taken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash Bros. When does Smash Bros. Come out for the Switch?
There's no confirmation for it yet. Supposedly there is a new Nintendo. What do they call? What are those live streams called? What do they do?
The Playhouse or something?
Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, there's a supposedly Nintendo Direct coming out soon. I'm assuming before E3, and they're probably going to talk about Smash.
Okay.
I feel like they're going to be like, and you can buy it today.
They're probably going to do E3. They'll be like, Smash is coming, and then Pokemon's coming. Bam, we win E3. Oh, okay.
Handheld Pokemon? Oh my god, please.
Well, no, it's not even... don't think about it like that. Handheld Pokemon and Pokemon on your TV. Like, that's big.
This is the best Switch. I mean, this is the best opportunity and reason they've ever had to do Pokemon, because I feel like the main reason they have Pokemon is like, yeah, play Pokemon anywhere, go trade with your friends in the parking lot, because no kids play this game. Let's face it, it's all the 19 to 21 year old dudes, or 19 to 20, like the 18 to 30 year old peeps that play Pokemon at this point.
Now it's like play anywhere and show everyone on your TV too.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. I mean, I don't see why not. I think that's the only thing that has kept them from putting Pokemon on a major console is it's not portable, and the Switch is the best of both worlds.
Both.
So.
The Switch is the best of both worlds, and it's like the perfect time we spoke about earlier. The Switch is the perfect console for this day and age of the market and how things are going.
It is the most convenient console right now.
Every store got restocked today. Every store sold out today.
Ooh, wow. Yep. Interesting.
I think, Best Buy and Target and GameStop
Toys
as well.
R Us.
Toys R Us. Most retailers got restocked, and I think just about all of them sold out before 11:30 this morning.
Jeez, just got emptied. Wow.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Zelda, man.
Zelda's so good. And the thing
people were scared. People were like, oh, no one's gonna buy a console, has no games. Zelda's selling the console alone for a lot of people. Like,
it's an amazing game. That's why.
The Switch is proving you don't need a lot of games at launch to sell.
I mean, you need good games. Like, that's what Nintendo's always said.
Games. I mean, they had one hell of a launch game.
Yeah, it's pretty legendary launch game.
What is it? It's the highest rated game of like the past 10 years at this point.
And they've been announcing third-party games, which is awesome. Like the biggest problem with the Wii U is that everyone got quiet. All third-party supports like, But people are announcing games like over Twitter, like, hey, our game's coming to Switch.
Such cool hardware. Like, it has developers actually interested in developing for it, because it's like this is this is the future in your hand, man.
Yeah.
Nintendo finally grew up. They put supposedly the hardware is easier to develop for than a PlayStation 4, which is amazing
Really?
from what
Wow.
they were last generation. And Nintendo's always been closed-minded about this stuff, and step by step, they're actually getting there. And they also have confirmation with the account system. So if you purchase your games on an account and you get a new Switch, you can re-download it on the other Switch.
Oh, thank God.
So they're making the steps in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I like it. I like it.
The Switch is such a cool console, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that my only gripe is obviously if I had more games on this thing, like if I had Smash Bros, Mario Kart, Zelda, Pokemon, if I had all those on it, I would be playing my Switch more than I play my PS4 at this point.
I believe it. Like, it's so good, especially since we can stream it too, man. Like, I'm looking forward to being able to stream Pokemon. Like, I'm so looking forward to that.
That's
It'll
cool.
be fun.
Yeah, when Smash Bros comes out, we're gonna have a tournament, Tefty, and you're invited. And we're gonna
you're invited, Tefty.
All right, sounds good. You don't know what kind of skills I got in Smash. So
we don't. You're the Smash God. You're gonna smash this in.
If you don't win the tournament, you're gonna hear memes in the background saying, "Do I give you the controller back now?"
Oh, memes. Watch memes be like this secret. Like she's a SoCal regular, goes to all the major Smash tourneys. She's a god at Peach. She goes in.
Oh man, that'd be great.
Right when she hands it back, Teddy'd be like, "Yo, thanks, babe."
He's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick." He puts his camera off, puts it back on.
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely. Let's make that happen.
Let's do it.
God.
Switch is dope, guys. It's sponsored by Nintendo.
Rip our revenue because we said the word Nintendo.
Oh no, rip. Can't put any Nintendo gameplay because that'd be bad. Anything else going on?
Other than everything with Destiny going on, Atlas, for those that don't know, have launched Persona 5 outside of Japan, and they weren't very open to content creators. They're pretty much living in the old days, and they're pretty much putting limits to how their game is streamed. Like they're adding rules to it. And I can't remember the last company who actually did it. So for those that are uneducated about what's going on, Persona 5 came out, and there's a lot of limits to it on how much you can stream it and how much content you can create on YouTube. And that's created a huge uproar to a lot of content creators and even non-content creators. And just the way Atlas is treating it is like the fans of the game are brain dead zombies that don't know how to make decisions for themselves, and the content creators get punished for it. So their whole philosophy behind it is we don't want our fans getting spoiled by the game. But then again, what content creator is forcing their viewers to watch them?
Yep.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, it doesn't make sense at all.
It makes
when
no
Tefty
sense.
and Ab were playing Horizon, it's like, okay, well, I'll leave the stream up, but I'm not gonna. It's not like I'm gonna watch it.
Right.
Yeah.
Things that you
Like,
don't
I
want to
don't
get
need
spoiled,
to-
you'll leave. Yeah.
I don't need to.
Like, Blue, you better watch it. I'm gonna come to your house and kill you or something. Like who?
Like what? Well, even when Horizon came out, like that's exactly what I said in the podcast. They're like, "Oh, you guys been oh yeah, Horizon's super dope," and I'm over here like, "Yeah, I haven't played it yet. Thanks, guys." But then they're like, "Yeah, you've been watching streams, Lou?" Like, "Yeah, like I'll put Ab on, but like I'll mute it."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's their Japan side that supposedly came up with these rules. Like everyone else is like, we can't do anything about it. Like Japan created these rules, and no one knows why. Like, why now? Like, why are you putting these limits to something that's been growing? And
It kind of feels like it's
doesn't
something
make
straight out of
sense.
Nintendo, honestly.
yeah, it's like a
it's a
Nintendo
Japanese-
type move.
It's a Japanese thing because of how hardcore. Because the reality is, Japanese game development is insanely focused on the first player experience.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want that broken. And most of these stipulations are coming from Japanese developers, Japanese companies, because they haven't their game design and the way they run companies are extremely traditional.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people would say that's why they're so successful still. But obviously with that comes different beliefs, and content creators get the nut in the face.
Yep.
But I think we need to give the people who play these games more credit, because it's not like everyone's so dumb that they will get spoiled from going to shit. Oh, I'm gonna open a Persona 5 stream. Oh my god, I can't believe I just got spoiled. Twitch is awful. I hate this place. It's like, no, if you don't want to get spoiled for Persona 5, you're not gonna go on Twitch and watch it.
Yeah, people are just naturally going to avoid it who are interested in the game. So it's ridiculous that they even put those in positions in
And
there.
they'll still hop by streams and be like, "Yo, Tefty, You're playing my favorite series. I'm just coming to say hi, but I'm not gonna watch it because of spoilers. Bam. The
Exactly.
individual. Look, there's an individual on this planet.
Every single time a streamer streams a game like that, we will get those comments all the time,
Yep.
and we respect that a lot. When people come in and they say hi, it's like, oh, dope. Like, oh, dude, like, have a good day. No worries, man. I'll just come back later when I'm doing another game.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like, I can't believe you're not watching me. Support me.
It's like a huge offense from Alice. Like, you think so low of content creators and quote unquote fans of your series.
Yeah,
You can't even trust them to not watch a stream.
I know. It's crazy, right? Completely
Weird.
ass backwards.
Welcome to 24. Just 204.
Just
The year
204.
204.
I will say that Persona game looks amazing.
It's really good. I recommend it to people who are into JRPGs, who are into Weeaboo Simulator
Weeaboo shit.
2017.
But
Yeah,
You're
I've been
into,
watching-
if you're into wifing people up and being called Poppy-kun, then this is your game.
Poppy Coon, I'm done.
like stylistically
That's
though,
my
it has a really sharp style to it. The whole game.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, it does.
Like it has like a really nice hip style to, like, the music's fantastic, art style's fantastic.
Mhm.
How seamless that goes into battles and comes out of battles is fantastic. Everything's so well paced. And it's like you're playing a show. Like you're gonna be playing a couple seasons of a anime show.
Yeah, really cool. I would like to play it at some point. So
I recommend it.
Yep.
Do it.
do it. One thing that's on my list though that I have not been able to play yet, but I'm really looking forward
Witcher
to. Dark Souls 3 DLC, Ring and City. Was it Ring and City? Is that what it's called? The latest.
Ring City. Whatever.
Something
Ring
like
it,
that.
ringed, whatever.
Yeah.
Is it the
Ring
ring?
it. Yeah. It's something with the ring. Sonic's in there or something.
Apparently, it's the hardest bosses they've ever built. Is in the
It
game.
looks ridiculous. I saw a specific clip where every single streamer, there was a clip of every single streamer dying at the same exact place. That wasn't even a boss. I was like, this looks insane.
I haven't watched any streams on it because I personally didn't want to get spoiled, but I've been looking forward to it. Obviously, it came out the same day as the Destiny Age of Triumph came out, so I've obviously been focused on Destiny. But man, I'm definitely a big Souls fan at this point, so it's on my list of things that I want to make a new character and go through all the DLCs in Dark Souls 3 again, or I mean the first DLC and then this one, which apparently is the final piece of content for any Dark Souls related content. So.
You know what that means? Bloodborne 2, E3, get hyped.
Do you think they would show it at E3?
Oh, definitely. I think so.
You think?
I think they'll show it. I think they'll show it at E3
This
and
year?
then they'll have like it won't come out until like 2018 or something.
So the following year? I mean, I would love that because Bloodborne is a masterpiece.
I think they'll do it. It makes so much sense. It makes sense of how they release games. Like there's no Dark Souls game this year for Bloodborne, then they skip a year for DLC, and then boom, another game.
Boom. Bloodborne
Boom. Make them wait for
2.
it.
Get hyped.
Make them wait for it.
Boom.
Bloodborne 2. You're on a drip.
It's gonna happen. Sony, like, it did so well on the PS4, and Sony's like, we need another one. Give us another one.
Yo, we need another one of these games.
I definitely don't see why not. It was really, really successful. And when you say success, you say money, and money equals sequels.
Sequels.
Especially with how well Horizon's done when it comes to like exclusives.
I'm so happy.
Horizon sold 26 million copies to date, which made it a record.
Wow.
Wait,
biggest
2.6?
new IP for PS4.
Yeah, I thought it was
2.6.
2.6, not 26.
Is it 2.6?
It's 2.6.
Yeah, pretty sure it's
Oh, yeah,
2.6.
Probably is.
But when you
2.6.
think about it like this, having okay, so what the most an Uncharted ever sold in a single game was like what 10 million. If you think about it like this, Horizon sold 2.6 million in its first 2 weeks. So I mean, that's pretty significant. And by word of mouth, people are going to continue to buy Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'd
So-
say they got to pump up those numbers.
What do you mean pump it up? Pump up GMs.
Pump up the jam.
But the truth is, it was the highest selling new IP for PlayStation.
Yeah, and it was phenomenal playthrough.
And it's a fantastic game, and it makes me really happy because I think Guerrilla has really found their stride in like what games they should be doing.
Mhm.
I think they
also
wasted
said
a lot
they
of
wanna do
their.
more in the world. So sequel incoming.
It seems because I love Guerrilla Games for a long time because I love the Killzone series because of just the way Guerrilla designs their games. Like they design their games in such an intelligent way. It's just their stories and their dialogue was always like super brain dead.
Right, yeah.
It's like imagine CD Projekt Red with a better better IT, like technology people. IT, information technology. Ignore
Better
me. I'm
IT
making really
department.
dumb statements. IT department, dog. Yeah, well, imagine CD Projekt Red, except their technology is way crazier, but like subtract like all the really investing story and dialogue.
They fired all the writers.
So it's not.
Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
And hired
They-
graphics
imagine-
people.
Yeah, CD Projekt Red with all the tech people, but minus the writers. Like
Mhm.
all the budget went straight into being like a demo.
Into like graphic shaders and stuff. Yeah, got
Pretty
it.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Kill Series is dope. Like they always had like such sleek UIs, so like, everything was so usable. All the design about the game was really smart. And I think Horizon Zero Dawn is really the first time that they've really made the game that I think they are always
Mhm.
that they always had in them. Because Zero Dawn is such a great game. Everything
Beautiful
about that game is just such a, in this day and age with how like early access even AAA games are, and how unpolished and glitchy and buggy. Horizon Zero Dawn, I have yet to like come across a bug that made me like want to not play the game.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a great game. I'm really happy about it.
It's so well polished, man. It's just so good.
Yep.
Like that's how AAA games should all be when they launch.
Agreed. 100%.
Like it was shipped and it was done. It's 100%. Now they add stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
They don't spend 6 months fixing the game.
You know, I still haven't seen it.
Aspect-
I still haven't seen it in 4K yet, but it's also a title that was kind of their first. Maybe it is actually their first. They're like, hey, this is a 4K title on the PS4. You know.
True.
And so they definitely had to hit that mark and make sure it was good, and I think they did. But again, I haven't seen it actually in 4K yet, so I don't know how that looks.
I think I'm saying either. Get on YouTube, Tefty.
YouTube, oh my god! I mean, I need a 4K monitor though to like actually load it up.
Get on YouTube, Tefty.
Will do. All right. Well, anything else going on this week, or is that it for Dank Talk?
I think that's it for this episode.
This episode?
Let me
This
think.
episode at all.
Let's think.
Let me think.
Mario Kart's coming.
Mario Kart. We got Mario
Oh
Kart.
my god.
I think we're-
Outlast 2 comes out at the end of this month. We'll talk more about that as we
right.
get closer to that launch.
Dad used to be the biggest Outlast 2 streamer on Twitch.
That's right. The
Speak
biggest.
up, please.
Awesome.
The biggest. Well, yeah, the biggest on PS4.
Yeah. The biggest speedrunner, I would say.
People waifu him. That's where I found Upstream, Outlast.
Was speedruns?
Speedrun.
Oh, that's awesome.
The game when it, that's what pretty much started me.
That's really cool.
Got me there, you know.
Hell
So
yeah.
it should be nice to go back to it and look. I'm looking forward to the. Are you gonna speedrun this post?
Are you going to speedrun it?
I don't know. It's like honestly, it depends on how enjoyable it is. Like if I'm not enjoying the game, I won't force myself to play it anymore. Like
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
done with that part. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Who?
All right. Well, that is the podcast, guys. Thanks very much for listening and watching whatever. I'm Tefty Teft. You can talk to me at Teft on Twitter. Catch the streams.
Watching whatever.
I'm not sure what video I'm going to put in this, so I don't know what they're going to be watching yet.
Check me out on my
For watching whatever we chose.
/TeftyTeft.
Yeah,
Subscribe to
my
my
streams.
Patreon.
My streams are twitch.tv/TeftyTeft at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Bam.
And if you sub
And
to my
I am
Patreon,
I am BlueWestlo. You guys can watch me live
God damn
every
it.
single day on twitch.tv/BlueWestlo. And you guys can check out my YouTube content on
Your
youtube.com/BlueWestlo.
comments?
And you can talk to me live at twitch.tv/DorkShadow.
and if you sub to Tefty's Patreon, you get a special access to his rated R account where you can see the face cam from waist down. Check me out, Tefty Teft. My free
And
camera.
make sure to join Tefty's Friday Night Lives where he sings live for you guys.
Geez.
Oh my
nice.
God.
You guys are ready for
And
this on
my name
Ustream.
is Versus the Stream. You can check me out on twitch.tv/Versus the Stream, youtube.com/Versus the Internet, and check me out on Twitter where I got this dope new Triple Rick avatar. Twitter.com/Versus the Stream. Peace, y'all.
Bye.